Right, back again. Thought we'd just have a little look at assembling the parts. You've got a rubber, oops, if I can get it on camera, little rubber seal, 90-degree elbow that goes on the inside. This must be pointing at 45 degrees down, and on the back you've got that bit of pipe that they've stuck on there, and then this bit will go into the tank. The longer bit of tubing, which is unfortunately bent, is to allow you to pop that on there and cut this to the level of your water in the tank. And I think it needed to be, you know, well, as close to the water as possible, so there's not much reaction with the air. So, you know, that's what all of that is, and that's possibly why that bit of tape's wrapped round there, actually, because it just makes that an interference fit. If I put it on the other end of this here, it just falls off. So yeah, a little bit of sellotape on there to do the job. I've put the 3 screws in, 1, 2 and 3, and that just allows you to level the unit off when it's actually hanging on the back. You don't want it tilted like that, so you'll adjust these little nylon bolts to keep it perfectly upright. So all perfectly reasonable there. And I think there is an issue with this stirrer. I don't know the speed that this runs at yet, but unfortunately, I'm going to see if I can get this on camera. If you look here, this the hole drilled in this little piece here is bigger than the diameter of the shaft, and it's also bigger than the diameter of the motor shaft. So what that allows, let's see if I can zoom in here. If I turn this at the top, and if you watch this piece here on the plastic, you'll see that it's not running in a circular pattern, it's running in an eccentric pattern. Now, of course, all that's going to allow that to do is vibrate like bloody crazy, and if you look at the top here, you'll see that again is also spinning out of a true circle, which means it's going to vibrate like hell. And if I zoom out and go back up to the impeller, alright, I'm just going to spin this. I'm holding this rock steady on the bench, and I'm just going to spin that bit of metal you're just looking at, and look how far out that is. So by the time that's running at any sort of speed, that is going to be shaking its nuts off, I would think. So again, certainly the impeller is not squarely on the top of that, but you can see the whole shaft is moving. If you look at that different colour background as a reference to the shaft here, you can see just how much that is moving. So it's from there all the way over to there. I don't know how much that is, but it's got to be half to 3/4 of an inch. That's pretty poorly made. You've got to use the right diameter holes in this this connecting piece, otherwise the spindles are off center, you know, straight away. There's no way I can adjust that short of machining. Sorry, if I machined an opposing hole in both pieces, you could then loosen them off, put new screws in, and adjust them equally so that span, you know, perfectly, you know, a proper circle rather than going off like that. You know, just stupid. I don't understand how somebody designing something like this could not understand that that's going to cause an issue. unless this is running so slowly that it doesn't make any difference. But I can't believe that that is not going to make any difference. It's just falling. Ah dear. So anyway, that's that. You've seen the main unit, which appears to be okay. Haven't tested it for water tightness yet. That's going to be the next thing. Although, you know, gluing acrylic is pretty straightforward normally, so I'm hopeful they've done a reasonable job there. But we shall fill it up and leave it filled up for a couple of days and see if there's any leaks. What else was there? Ah yes, those bags are actually to put the submersible pumps in, just so they're filtering the water a little bit. So that's what they were for. Yeah, everything else pretty much covered. So yeah, just wanted to show you that motor shaft and the assembly of the actual reservoir tank itself. Anyway, more later, probably in a few days when I've actually got a bit more time to get this installed on the tank. Catch you later.